Hi there guys, welcome to this exclusive Elixir online guitar lesson. My name's Phil Short and today I'm going to show you a couple of quick tips on how to get the most out of your minor pentatonic scale. So let's get straight into it then. We are going to be playing over a C major 7 chord, which is one of these, and we're going to be playing over an F major 7 chord, which is one of these. Okay, so those are our two chords in our case study for today. Now typically as guitar players, especially if you're more of a rock player like I am, playing over major chords can feel a little bit uncomfortable and a bit of a faff. Those major pentatonic shapes or major scale shapes can feel a bit awkward. Our kind of blues rock phrasing that we've developed doesn't really work in those kind of patterns and those kind of fretboard shapes. So sometimes we can be left kind of feeling a bit stranded and not really knowing what to play or how to phrase anything that we think sounds good to our ear. So there's a couple of quick tricks that I want to show you in this video. The first one is quite a basic one and probably already known to most of you watching this video. Okay, and the first one is that we can play the relative minor pentatonic shape over any major chord. So if I've got C major 7, to find the relative minor, all I need to do is go back 3 semitones. So from here I just go back 1 semitone, 2 semitones, and then the open string will give me the 3rd semitone. And I've got my open A string. So I know I can play my A minor pentatonic scale over the top of that C major 7 chord and it should work. So here's my C major 7 and here's my A minor pentatonic scale shape. Now you'll notice that I didn't finish the pattern on the A on the 5th fret. Now I did that on purpose because what's actually happening when we do that little trick is I'm actually playing the sound of C major pentatonic over the top of the C major chord. So I'm actually playing the parent pentatonic, if you like, if you want to think of it in that way. But I'm just using a left-hand fingering that feels more familiar. And this concept is often referred to as minorizing. So I'm just taking that key, finding the relative minor and using patterns and shapes that feel comfortable. So I could use all 5 positions of that minor pentatonic shape across the whole fretboard and I'd be able to hear the sound of C major pentatonic. So that's a really useful, quick little entry into getting the sound. Now that can sound fine, but it can sound a little bit dull after a while and can make the sound feel a bit monotonous. I'm not kind of bringing out any of the more beautiful colours that are available over a major chord. So a little trick we can do is play that same minor pentatonic shape starting on the 3rd note of the actual key. So we're in the key of C major and the 3rd note in the key, I just go up the alphabet, C, D, E. Okay, is that note E there? And now I'm going to use E minor pentatonic over the top of this chord. So here's my chord, and here's my E minor pentatonic. Let's use a bit of overdrive actually. So it's a very, very popular technique to use. Now the reason why that works and sounds so beautiful and good is because the notes in that E minor pentatonic are bringing out the extended qualities of the sound of C major. So that E is actually the major 3rd of the chord, so I'm hearing that very sweet major 3rd sound over the top. The G is the 5th, so that's the note that reinforces the chord or gives me my power chord sound. So I've got the 3rd, the 5th. When I come to this note here, I've got the major 6, which is a very sweet sounding note over the chord. And then on my 3rd finger, I've got the major 7, which is a very, very lush sound over that chord. You know, sounds a little bit more expensive. So I've got that. Now if I keep going up my shape, this note is now giving me the sound of the major 9. So it's a bit like hearing like an add 9 power chord. So I'm bringing that quality out. And then my 3rd finger lands back on E again, so back on the major 3rd. So it's giving me the extended sound of C major 9, and it just sounds really great. All of those notes sound beautiful and sit really pleasantly over the chord. So lots of rock players over the years, or not just rock players, but lots of guitar players over the years, and even piano players use this kind of device as well as an improvising tool. So that's a really cool little way you can get a little bit extra out of it. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little video and that you have lots of fun playing these really delicious sounds over all these major chords. I've been Phil Short. Until next time, I'll see you later.